I've talked about Gavin Newsom a little bit because he's been incredibly disappointing lately, as of late. When Gavin Newsom unleashed his press office and he said, yeah, man, just go after them, mock Trump, mock him viciously, go after the Republicans. That's what the people want, give it to them, right? And he did that. That press account is killing it. 20, 30-something woman who runs that press account. I would vote for her. She should be in office right now. I can see like a whole demographic just riding or dying for her. But we have to remember, that's not Gavin Newsom. That's not who Gavin Newsom is. He just threw that press account under the bus in an interview with Ben Shapiro. Shapiro's like, did you just insinuate on your press account that ISIS is like terrorists? I mean, how dare you? And he's like, yeah, you're right. That's a little bit too far. They're not that. They are that. They are exactly that. Masked, unaccountable, enacting political violence in the streets against innocent people. Yeah, that is the actual definition of that. The Gestapo, secret police, they're all of that, Gavin. He's fighting the billionaire tax. 85% of the Democratic base says you need to tax the billionaires. And he comes out and says, nah, I don't think so. Yeah, let me think about that. Oh, we can't do that. To me, that's 2 strikes, and we don't need a third. And I think we can do better than you, Gavin. We can do better than Gavin Newsom. You may not believe me right now, but we can and we will. Fighting the fucking billionaire tax. Are you fucking kidding me? Read the goddamn room. Newsom has cucked himself, not just to Ben Shapiro, but to Bannon, to Charlie Kirk. He was bragging about, oh, my son, he loves to watch Charlie Kirk. Chameleon. That's all he is. Early in the term, he thought everybody wanted more bipartisanship, so that's what he was trying to give people. When he figured out we don't want that, that's when he unleashed the press office. And he completely, acted like he did a 180, but he never did. I've had a kind of a thorn in my paw over Gavin Newsom since a few years back when they had the ability to pass a Medicare for all in the state of California. And he killed it. He ran out the clock on that bill. He did. Who is he? Who are you, Gavin Newsom? I think he's like a corporate right-leaning Democrat, right? But I think he may even be worse than we think. Check this out, an article from Salon. A year ago, Newsom sent about 100 leaders of California-based companies a prepaid cell phone, accompanied by notes from the governor himself, Politico reported. One note to the CEO of a big tech corporation said, if you ever need anything, I'm a phone call away. While pandering to business elites, Newsom has slashed budgets to assist the poor and near poor with health care, housing, and food. In a state where 7 million live under the official poverty line and child poverty rates are the highest in the nation. And the latest Newsom budget, released in January, continues his trajectory away from social compassion. The governor's 2026-2027 spending plan balances the budget by dodging the harsh realities of the Republican megabill, H.R. 1, and maintains state cuts to vital public supports like Medi-Cal, enacted as part of the current year budget. The California Budget and Policy Center pointed out Governor Newsom's reluctance to propose meaningful revenue solutions to help blunt the harm of federal cuts undermines his posture to continue to counter the Trump administration. The statement said that the proposed budget will leave many Californians without food assistance and health care coverage. The phones, the 100 prepaid phones to CEOs of the billionaire class. Oh, is that special treatment? It's kind of like pandering. It's kind of like special treatment. And then you mix that with blocking the billionaire tax bill. Then we know who he works for. He works for the 1%, and he works for the corporate donors. And this is unacceptable in a day and age where the Democratic base is like finally waking up and saying, nope, MAGA's wrong. We can't blame trans people and immigrants for our problems. That's not reality. But the real cause of these problems, it's the billionaires, the fascists, the warmongers, billionaires, fascists, and warmongers. That's the defining characteristics of our era as Gavin Newsom? Fuck. I pander to you, but I'm going to go send fucking phones to the billionaires and beg them to call me. We have to raise taxes on billionaires. If we don't raise taxes on billionaires, then this has all been for nothing. It's just going to perpetuate a machine that we already know is broken. We have to tear this shit down and start over. And we deserve better leaders than Gavin Newsom. I didn't want to make this video. I really didn't, because I know there are a lot of people out here that are like the cartoon with the heart throbbing out of their chest. for Gavin Newsom. And I don't want to be the bearer of reality here, but we have to talk about reality. We can talk about hopes and dreams and wants and stuff like that too. But when the people that we're looking up to are doing some other shit over here that we don't necessarily know about, we need to know. I don't expect any candidate to be perfect. But there are a couple things that we can't negotiate on. One of them is taxing the fucking billionaires. That is not negotiable. The other thing is disbanding ICE. Those two things, I think, are just non-negotiable at this point. I want to know what you think. Thank you for watching my video.